on the live mother freaking streams, as we said we would every single week, 3 times a week, sun or rain, doesn't matter what. I have a fun live. I didn't even feel like doing it earlier today, and like I was having such a, I wouldn't call it a bad day, but I was not in a good mood today. And here's the thing, approaching is a drug. It is a superpower. It is amazing. And God damn, I'm elated. I'm a little bit elated right now because I went from being super in my head, super irritable is the word. I was very, very irritable today. And I didn't feel like approaching. I didn't feel like going out. And let me just grab this big fucking pillow, and then I'm going to use it to sit on the grass, because I want to sit on the fucking grass right now. Ugh. Give me 2 seconds. What up, Chow Ching? Did I say it right? I don't know. Boom. All right. Here we go. Beautiful spot. Only a few more days here, and then moving on to a new location. There's actually a lot of construction here, too, so kind of excited to get out low-key. And I have a cigar around here. Where'd I put my cigar? All right, hold on, let me get the cigar. But today we're going to be talking about how to game when you don't feel like it, and more specifically, why it is so important to approach and game and become social even when you don't feel like it, and how to do it when you're not in a social mood, and how that by doing it, it can make you into a social mood, completely change your day, change your vibe completely. And I'm going to start it off by telling a story of today. So, let me sit down, got my cigar here, and we are going to do it. Here we go. Position myself where the lighting is better. All right, here we go. So, I started off the day working. This is day 3 of a work bender. I started a 4-month transformation course. I finished it, shot it, finished it, edited the whole thing. I got a 7-day approach challenge completely for free. You can join it, and finished it, edited it. It's all done. And, you know, I've been grinding, not doing as much approaching, and I'm still approaching every day. I'm still approaching every single day. Excuse me. God damn, my allergies are really working up right now. Sorry, guys. But anyways, I'm still approaching every single day, whether I feel like it or not. And I'm really holding back on the urge to sneeze. Hold on. Never had this happen on a live before. I'm sorry, bros. Usually on a YouTube video, if I get an allergy attack, I could just pause. Right now, we're fucking live. And this is like the most overwhelming, what the fuck just happened. Hold on, one more. Oh God, I'm so sorry. Oh, fuck, man. What the fuck, why? Oh God. Oh man, it's the fucking grass, I can smell it. Oh, wow. All right, we're good. Continue it anyways. Be a fucking man about it. All right. So, you know, I'm naturally, I would say, the way I was raised to be more introverted. And by the way, guys, I'll do questions at the end, but I'm gonna laser focus on this story so I can just deliver it. I think I was more naturally, I'm more naturally introverted. Like I was raised to be introverted by my crazy fucking upbringing and my parents who just gave me a crazy upbringing. Thanks, parents. Being sheltered in my room, not sheltered. When I say sheltered, I mean just like I was never allowed to leave, always fucking reading books and shit. And naturally more introverted. So whenever I go back to a more introverted headspace, like I gotta grind and I gotta work and sit down and stay in my room, that actually comes easy to me. I can naturally do that pretty easy. Whereas being extroverted, I'm a learned extrovert. This is why I think so many people resonate with my content, because I think the number one thing I have that I'm proud of is I got fucking discipline. I got willpower. I got balls. I'm willing to do what it takes to get the result, even if it hurts, even if it's painful. And shout out to me. I'm just gassing myself up if you don't mind. But what I'm also trying to say is I'm naturally more introverted. I'm naturally more in that introverted headspace. And it doesn't come easy for me. I think that's why a lot of people resonate with my content, because they can feel it, that I'm like, fuck, man, this is hard, and I'm doing it anyways. Sorry, it's disgusting, but crazy allergies right now. Crazy allergies. And I love being extroverted. I fucking love it. I picked the job intentionally that I have to be extroverted. I have to be out filming. I can never live a life in an office. It's just not what I want. I'd rather just die. Kill me or give me the life I want. I'm not gonna, there's no in between for me. So I chose this intentionally. I always knew I wanted a job that allowed me to be out of the house. And I don't actually think it's natural or human to be inside in an office all day. I'm preaching to the choir here. Everyone kind of gets that and feels that. Who likes to work? No one likes to work, right? But naturally, you know, you gotta put your head down and work. You gotta do the marketing. You gotta do the fucking things that take you out of the flow, out of the present moment. It's natural. I like to do it with friends, like go to a shisha place, do shisha, hang out with friends. I like to, do it in sprints, get a lot done, laser focus, and then have sprints where I am just out in the field, I'm approaching all day, I'm doing filming, I'm doing the things that I actually like to do, coaching, the things that put me in the present moment, things that I like, that get me in a flow state. That's how I think life is meant to be lived. And you know what, deep down, this is gonna sound nerdy as fuck, but you guys are my fucking audience, so I'm allowed to do it. Deep down, I think I'm actually the biggest fucking extrovert naturally, genetically, as crazy as that sounds to say it like that. I feel like I was always meant to be extroverted, but it's just my upbringing that made me more naturally introverted. So I think game isn't about becoming something else, it's about becoming who you naturally already are. Now that was deep what I just said there. I'm not even gonna try to unpack it because that's not what this video is about. And by the way, any questions at all, drop them right now and I'll answer it at the end. Any questions at all, drop them while I'm talking and I'll answer it at the end. So, let's get back to the story. I didn't do shisha today and I didn't hang out with a friend to edit. I had been doing that for the last few days. I grinded all day and I woke up naturally today for some reason a little bit tired, a little bit grumpy, very irritable, and kind of like feeling the, I don't want to call it burnout because it's not that serious, but feeling like the dullness of like, okay, I got to get up and edit again and not being as social. And I combat this every day. Like every day in the morning, I approach before I start working at the gym. I get a good workout class and it's a group fitness class and I approach in there. I approach throughout the day. I approach at the cafe. I try to remain social. I think I strongly believe in maintenance. I strongly believe in maintenance. And that actually leads me to my first tip. When you're in a lock-in period and you're not in a social mood anymore and you're doing something maybe on your laptop all day and you're working hard on something, make sure you take proactive measure to maintain your momentum a little bit. Don't let it go completely. That's a mistake because then you'll be so fucking far from where you used to be. Like it's like not hitting the gym at all when you don't have time to work out hard. You can still do something and it provides so much benefit. Like so much benefit, even if it's like, to compare this to working out, even if you just did like a few hundred push-ups or a squats or a quick run in the morning, it's like so much better to do something than nothing at all. So I'm still doing approaches. I'm still getting my workout early before I even hit my laptop. Like I'll never let myself fully get out of the momentum and the flow because it's just miserable to do that. Like I wouldn't enjoy life. It's like you can do something always. So I'm still doing meditation. I'm doing my routine. I want to do a run club tomorrow morning before I start my work session again. I got like 1 or 2 more days of intense work and then I'm back to the approaching and filming. And yeah, I'm still maintaining it. So today I was very irritable, and excuse me for my allergies, it's really bugging me. I was very irritable. I was just in a bad mood. I wasn't in a playful mood, but I had told my friend that I would go out and approach with him. I told him I would. He was already at the beach. I was already fucking 20 minutes late. And I heard something from a mentor of mine, and he says, what's a man if he can't follow his word? It's one of the most important things. I know that's like the oldest thing in the fucking books, which is be a man of your word. And I try to live by that. Not always, but like when I can. All right, I said I would. I don't feel like it. I was actually in good momentum with my editing, but I definitely was grumpy and I was getting mad at the Wi-Fi. I mean, can you imagine getting mad at the Wi-Fi? Just getting angry over Wi-Fi. And I was at a cafe and I wasn't feeling social at all. There was literally a girl next to me and I almost always open if there's a girl next to me, but I had sat down, but I was so like focused on the work that I didn't even want to talk. I was just like, no, I just want to laser focus. And that's so unlike me, by the way. But I told my friend I'd come out And every single day, even on non-social days or non-filming days, I try to hit 20 interactions, like with strangers approaching. And I had already reached around 6 or 7 in the morning. So it's starting to rain a little bit. It's cloudy as fuck. I'm hoping my friend will call it off, but he doesn't. He's already there. So I get on my bike, I go to the beach, and I get there and I'm like, still so irritable. I'm like, where the fuck is he? He's probably in an interaction. He won't answer my phone. I'm just like, why am I even fucking out here? Why'd I say yes to this? Whatever, I'm here. You know, man of my word, I said I'd show up. I showed up. And I was like, okay. In my head, I was thinking, you know what? This is a good way to, this is my social experiment lab. I want to test this out. I wonder what it's like when I'm in this mood and I'm in this work immersion period to forget about my feelings, forget about what I'm feeling, and just start socializing again. I wonder if there's benefits to this. I wonder if there's a benefit to drop everything, because this is kind of what I'm doing. I'm just like leaving my laptop for sunset in the middle of my session, dropping what I'm doing, breaking my flow with my editing and stuff after a couple hours of grinding, and just getting back to it approaching, like just a small session. I wonder if this is gonna help my mood, help my energy. And this is my fucking job, so I know how to do this. I lower the bar. I go, okay, well, I'm gonna do small interactions. And I do one small interaction, and I talk to a guy who I've seen at the beach a lot playing volleyball. We immediately had an amazing conversation, shook hands, really cool dude, just such a great conversation. And within 5 to 10 minutes, my mood had shifted completely. Then I ran into my friend. We did some more opens. We vlogged a bit because he was making a vlog. I talked to so many girls. I get 2 closes. At the end, I talked to the hottest, like, MILF kind of girl. She was a little older, but bro, she was so hot. And I ran into an old friend of mine, another girl who I hadn't seen in like a month, who's also really hot and I want to invite out. And long story short, I feel fucking amazing. I'm like, I can't believe I almost didn't come. I can't believe I thought about not approaching today. I was in such a bad mood. I was like not enjoying the day at all. And what I realized and what I learned is socializing is almost like therapy. Socializing is an antidote to boredom. Socializing is like a meditation. It puts you into this nice flow state. It gets you, it's human. We need it. So when you're in a bad mood, what you need is social interaction. It's what's gonna fix the bad mood is having some nice, pleasant social interaction. It will recharge you, and now I'm about to go back to work. And I feel like I got a second fucking wind. I'm excited to work. But it is so much harder for me personally, because I'm more naturally introverted. It's so much harder to go from an introverted headspace and start to be social. Like that initial, when I first got to the beach, the hardest part was getting on the bike. The hardest part was going on the beach. And the hardest part was doing that first approach. But afterwards, after you get a good win in and after you start to have fun, you feel amazing. Now, this wouldn't have worked if I started thinking about outcome. Oh, does she like me? Can I get her? Like if I start getting needy. This only works with this nice freedom from outcome, this openness to being present, and this urge to just connect, let go. And then the sunset was beautiful, and it was like a surprise. It was a sleeper sunset because it looked like it was gonna be just cloudy. Then out of nowhere, the clouds parted and the sun started to set. So the beach wasn't even busy, and it was just amazing, man. It was a beautiful moment, and I felt so good. And I felt so grateful more than anything because I was like, man, thank God I am in this game. Thank God I'm in this game, because without it, I would have just, if I wasn't into approaching, I would have just stayed in my irritable, slightly irritable mood. And there's nothing wrong with being in an irritable mood. It's part of life. It's normal. But I'm thankful that I have this routine and this habit and this ability to change and shift my mood like that. And not only that, but connect with people in the process and network. I met 3 different people who I got, 4 different people who I connected with. One guy who I've seen here for years. I've always seen him playing volleyball. I never said hi. I finally said hi. He ends up being one of the coolest dudes I've ever met. I meet a subscriber who's seen one of my videos, and I meet 2 different girls who I'm able to close and have a good time with. And what's up, Melvin? What's poppin'? And I'm just grateful. And Melvin, do you want to be in the vid or no? Okay, cool. So I was gonna say, Melvin saw my mood beforehand, and then he saw my mood afterwards. The shift is insane. I mean, Melvin probably sees it all the time. I'm like fucking, he's nodding his head. I'm like a fucking, what do you call it? I'm like a drug addict. Like I'm just, 1 minute I'm low, the next minute after approaching, I'm high again. I'm like, hey, what up? I'm back, baby. So it's like, I love approaching. It's my drug, man. It's a lot of fun. It's a weird way to put it like that, but it's just called being social. Now, let me give more practical tips, and then we'll answer questions. Any questions at all, drop it down. I'll answer it right at the end. We're only doing like a 15 to 30 minute live stream. And man, we have a lot of comments here. Holy shit, guys. Okay, awesome. So let me just give practical tips on how you can baby step your way out of a introverted or not social mood, how you can game in a not social mood. You baby step it. You do small interactions. So personally, I try to hit 20 interactions per day. I try to go for the low-hanging fruit. I talk about this in all my videos. I try to go, like when I went to the beach, immediately I saw a kind of cute girl on the right, and she didn't look like she was happy. She looked like she was in a bad mood, or she didn't look approachable. I don't go for that. I don't approach her. I approach someone else because I'm like, okay, that looks like it's going to be maybe difficult. You realize that when you're starting off your session, it's very important to get like good social wins in the beginning. When you're starting off your session, you're more sensitive to rejection. You're a little bit more sensitive because since I'm already in an irritable and bad mood, if I start off the session with rejections, it's going to be very hard to break out of that. It's going to make it a lot harder to break out of my head. So what I do is I go indirect. I don't try to flirt. I don't try to go for the hottest girls. I just try to like, who can I talk to just get into this social flow? And very often, it's usually going to be another guy in the environment. So I saw this guy. I always see him out here playing volleyball, and I'm like, okay, this is an easy open. Easy. I just say, oh, no volleyball today. Easy. It's like the most basic situational, and it kind of opens the door for conversations, and I count it. I count it. This is the key here. I count it. I have to get to a certain number on this beach. I don't try to make it too hard, but I don't try to make it easy either. Maybe like 5, 6, 7, or maybe like 10 interactions. And I lower the bar on what I consider to be an interaction, from anything from compliments, I'll give a compliment, or something like a question, opinion, situational, or sometimes like right off the bat, I'll see a really cute girl give me an IOI, an indicator of interest, and I'll just go straight direct. Just like, hey, what's up, girl? How's it going? So you baby step it. You find out what you can do that's attainable, that's still gonna get you out of your head, but it's easy enough to where you can build social momentum and start to get out of your head. So yeah, I talked to the guy, the volleyball guy. It got me out of my head. From there, I wasn't fully out of my head, but I felt a lot better. I saw my friend, that got me more out of my head. Then this is the moment, the key golden moment, the 3-second rule, that when I saw 2 cute girls walk by, and I had a moment right there. You get to decide, do I say hi? Because this is like where it's like, okay, here we go, this is why we're here. And every part of my body doesn't want to say hi, because I'm not in momentum. Every part of me, they're cute as fuck. I'm like, fuck, I don't want to say hi, but they very clearly are good, like they are the perfect approach. And I just force myself to say something. I just force myself to move my mouth. I open, I'm like, hey, excuse me. And I ask them, where did she get her bag? I try not to go direct as much. I go indirect a lot. It's like, hey, excuse me, your bag. It's really cool. She's like, yeah, it's a backpack. She's kind of like dumb. I'm like, well, it's a bag, who cares? And also I'm vlogging too, my friend's vlogging. So added element of the camera. I'm like, but I double down. I don't, it's almost like a shit test what she did. She's like, yeah, it's a bag, but I just double down. I'm like, that's a fucking awesome bag. I love it. What brand is it? Just double down on it. Like, I don't like to get into these petty, like, if she's a little sassy, I don't try to give sass back. That's just not who I am, unless I'm feeling it. And then I see the bag and I'm like, oh, that's dope. Like, and then they ask, oh, you guys are vlogging. Like, and then from there it's open. And we just start talking about what are you doing in Bali and just whatever. I forget what we talked about. It was very natural. And then we started talking about deep topics, what the vlog was about, and it was a lot of fun. That got me fully out of my head. After that moment, I was in the zone, and I was very fucking grateful. Very, very, very grateful. Very grateful to my friend for saying, let's go out and approach. He didn't feel like it either. Very grateful that I had followed my word and followed through. And it reaffirmed one thing. Approach when you don't feel like it, and approach on days where you're locking in. Approach on days where you don't feel like it and you're locking in, because you're doing yourself such a good favor. You're gonna put yourself in a good mood. You're gonna have a better day because of it, if you're doing it the proper way. It is one of the best things in the world. I love it, and there's a reason why I can't stop talking about approaching after a whole year of doing it. It just, I have periods where I don't enjoy it, but my love for it only grows the more that I just treat it like it's a meditation and I'm just being social. And you become so good at networking. So, alrighty guys, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna read the questions now and all the comments. Thank you guys for tuning in. And yeah, all right. Chao Ching, what's up? Sydney drinking, trying to approach. Chao Ching, lower the bar. Move your mouth. You gotta get your mouth moving. Talk to everybody. Lower the bar. I know it's disgusting, I'm spitting, but I have like really bad allergies right now, guys. Bear with me. Lower the bar. Lower the fucking bar to anything, any small comment, compliment, question, opinion, anything. Just gotta get your mouth moving. You gotta find an excuse to connect to anybody. Bro, there's nothing, bro, I lost my semen retention streak as well. You can still do it. I think a lot of that shit's in your head, personally. Now, that being said, it probably will help, but like, just because you lost your semen retention streak doesn't mean you can't approach. Like, bro, I've pulled more times, like, trust me, verified by my own game, you can not be on NoFap and still crush it, immensely crush it. Like, it's not, I haven't seen that much of a correlation between my game getting hurt. But that being said, I would like to make it to 30 days. That'd be cool. I think it would help. I'm not saying you shouldn't do semen retention, but just don't let it stop you from taking action. Join the stream for a few minutes before getting to work. 128 in Romania. Nice. Bless you. Bless you, bro. Man, shout out to fucking God. Shout out to you guys being positive. Help, lad. I'm getting worse at doing it after getting late. You got this, bro. Allergy seeding. Bless you, Vinay. Why is everyone saying, oh, you're saying bless you because I was sneezing? Oh, I thought you was just saying bless me, like just blessing me for no reason. I forgot that I sneezed earlier. I'm reading the old comments. I was like, bless you, bro. Bless you back. It's a cat. I shouldn't have fed the cat the other day. Now he's always meowing. You know, Melvin, you called it. You're like, don't do it. They're going to come and bother you all day. And then last night I was like, damn, these motherfuckers are annoying as shit. Go away. Nobody wants to feed you no more. Sorry. And they're cute, but like they're just annoying. You hear them. I'm not, am I cold-hearted? I feel bad. It is what it is. They need to learn how to behave. I think everyone has their own unique way of game that matches their personality. That's very true, actually. That's very true. I don't know how to say your name, so I'm not going to try to say it, but Jay, the good point, completely agree. Very, very, and I've noticed that with like, you know, a lot of comments I get, and it's like everyone has their way of doing it. And true, the one thing that I think that I disagree with other people when they do it differently from me, the one thing that I think I've gotten figured out that is unique to me, or not even to me, but just something that I do that other people disagree with me, but I still stand firm on it, that I wasn't sure about before. It's this. It's more effective. Doesn't matter who you are or how natural you are. I believe, personally, that it is more effective to approach everybody and not just the hot girls. Even if you're more of a natural, even if you don't care about it, even if you feel like it's not good for you or doesn't bring you in momentum. Now, that being said, I have had one or two people in my life who are my wingmen and they only approached the hot girls and they were super naturals and they got so crazy results. So I've seen that theory be disproven, maybe only one time from one person, but I would be curious to see what his game would be like if he approached everybody. And personally, I think it's more fun that way. And I think for most people, they avoid doing that because it doesn't feel congruent. But the minute that they can do that, it makes the game so much more fun, and because of that, it skyrockets. And they get out of their head way faster. So that's personally my personal belief, and that's something that I even push my boot camp students to do, where I'm like, no, approach her. And she's like, oh, I don't think she's that cute. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Just fuck it. Just make a conversation, and it's gonna build momentum. Now, that being said, I try to go for the hottest girls. Like, if I'm, like, usually I wanna approach the hot girls. Like, that's a given. But if I'm out of momentum, then I approach everyone. It's simple. And when I start my day, I'm talking to everyone. And I think life is just more fun that way. And I find that the people who just want to talk to the hot girls and they don't want to talk to everybody, I find that it's not even as fun to game with them sometimes. So, anyways. Yo, Nico. Yo. Did you go all in on YouTube and in your career life? And in how many years did you get to 54K, almost 55K subs? It took off fast, so I got to 50K pretty quick, and recently it's been a slow growth because I haven't been optimizing for content. I've been optimizing for a little bit on the marketing. I've optimized the fuck out of my coaching program. It's fire, which, by the way, most people don't do. So I have to give myself props. The first year I went all in on how do I make the best program ever, and I've been optimizing for sales and making sales. So I make 5 to 10K a month right now. And I want to scale that up all the fucking way. And I do it with very little views because I have a fantastic audience. Shout out to you guys. And I have a fire coaching program, so it's easy for me to sell it because I'm so convicted on it because it actually works, and I have plenty of testimonials and good reviews. My community is amazing, and I genuinely have the love for what I do. I'm in a rare case. I'm in a rare position where I'm doing something that I was meant to do. I feel like, and shout out to God. And that's rare. And I didn't know that when I started. By the way, when I first started approaching, I thought I would only do it for about 3 to 6 months. I was like, okay, I'll do this. I'll sell the course. It popped off, but I'll ride the wave. But once it's done, I'll move on to something else. No, the passion grew as I met the clients and did in-person coaching. The passion grew as I got better and I realized there were so many levels that I haven't reached. The passion grew as I did it. So that could be a little lesson in of itself. You might not feel super fucking passionate about something, but it might come later. I was engaged. I was never not engaged. I was always engaged. The most engaged wins. There's a quote by Matthew McConaughey, less impressed, more involved. I don't know if that applies to this situation, but it just came to my head randomly. Check out this little motherfucker. Look at this little motherfucker. I shouldn't have fed you. They're cute, but damn, they'd be meowing all night. They woke me up in the middle of the night last night. Oh man, it is what it is. It's what I get for being nice type shit. All right, let's get it. Also, can we see the live stream recording? If we miss some stuff, yes sir, I'll have this on here. And it's a really good story. I think I crushed this one because I was feeling it the first 20 minutes. Nico, a few months ago, you shared Telegram to join your community. I joined and missed that. I have to introduce myself, so I got banned. Yep. By the way, I keep the quality of the community very high, and only serious people. And I have almost 200 members in there. And I just, you know, there's a lot of people who joined who wouldn't put their name. I mean, you could put a fake name, but just put a name and put a profile picture. Put something. It doesn't even have to be you. And yeah, man, I got you. I'll be real. If you paid, then message me. But if you haven't paid to get in, then I only had that for a very, very, like a 24-hour, it was a quick offer of like, okay, I'm letting in some serious people to stimulate more growth in the community, or more like, I just wanted to get some more people in there. Message me on Instagram, and I can give you a good deal if you haven't joined already. But I'm only letting in the most serious people. And after today, I'm getting rid of my I mean, he is a cute cat, isn't he? After today, I'm getting rid of my low ticket offer completely. It's only gonna be high ticket, only the most serious. But also I have you know what, bro, here's what I'll do. I have a 7-day approach challenge, and anyone who finishes the challenge and is serious and impressed me, I'll let them in the community free. So finish the challenge, bro. Finish the challenge. I just put it up. Go to the link, it's in my channel and my videos. 7-day approach challenge, join, do the challenge, and then I'll let you back in. I got you. There we go. You do the 7-day approach challenge, write the field reports, take it seriously. I'll let you in, bro. Easy money. Have you been on any dates with Russian, Ukrainian women? I dated a Russian girl for a little bit while in Thailand. It was amazing. Amazing girl. Amazing girl. But they can be a bit, I don't know, I'm conflicted. Sometimes I love talking to them, the Russian babes, but sometimes I feel like they can be a bit, I don't know, cold and just like hard to vibe with. I don't know, it just depends. I had a period where I was loving the Russian babes though. I was like super into it. Now I'm kind of like in this phase where, I don't know, I almost like talking to American women when I run into them more. It's like, that's weird. It's weird, it's like my type is changing. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, bro, I game in Eastern Europe all the fucking time. Or Budapest is technically not Eastern Europe, but it has that vibe. Love it. Love Budapest. It's like, Budapest is the middle ground. It's got like both Western influence and Eastern influence. These cats, man. I like these cats. If they just wouldn't fucking, they're playing around, they're cute. But if they just wouldn't meow. Like, I don't like that they meow. It's like a good cat won't fucking bug you and wake you up at night. And that's like, what are you gonna do, you know? So I wanna feed them. It's like, I wanna feed you, bro, but you're just annoying. It's kind of like I'm trying to make an analogy here. It's like a friend. I don't fucking know. I'm trying to think of an analogy for life, because it's like, if only you wouldn't do this. It's like someone who isn't calibrated. You might like someone, but they do this thing that's uncalibrated and annoying. Yeah, they're needy when they're being needy, right? I don't know what you're doing. You're doing like, I don't know what you're trying to say. Melvin's doing like hand gestures to try to explain, because he's not talking right. He's on a no talking challenge. Yeah, and they pull you. They yank your arm. Yeah, they yank your arm. Yeah, is that what you meant? It's not what you meant? Okay. Well, I don't know what you're fucking trying to say. You're going to have to tell me later. Anyways, Bro, have you ever been to Prague? If you like Budapest, you'll love Prague. I would love to check out Prague. I haven't been. What's clavicular? Bro, it's cringe in my opinion. I have no idea who that is. No idea who that is. I'll check them out. W, I feel like Russian women have some of the most unattractive personalities and very money focused. Yeah, I don't want to say that because it just feels fucking mean, but yeah, kind of just, I can kind of feel that as well. Yeah, I can feel that as well. But then at the same time, my ex who was Russian, was so fucking cool, man. Like such a great person, and like loved talking to her. So like, you know, there's good and bad in everything. It's a different vibe. They're very traditional, very, very traditional, the Russians. It's very traditional. Like, I remember I had one Kazakh girl, and it's basically like the same as Russia, they speak Russian, where I was just like, hey, I want to see sunset today. She's like, sent this really long message on how if I'm not going to plan something serious, that she doesn't want to waste her time and blah, blah, blah. I was just like, whoa, just asked if you want to see sunset, girl, chill. And by the way, you asked, so just dating Americans lately. Well, I'm in Bali, so there's not many Americans here, but when I run into them, I love it. And I'm not dating seriously right now either. I'm kind of just in this phase where I'm more focused on business and health and networking. Like, I meet so many girls out. Instead of trying to take them on a date, I try to just invite them to cool things. Like, my goal this month is to make like 5 female friends. And I would never have said that in the past. But now I see the benefit in it, and I want to grow my business. And Bali is not a place to long-term relationships. It's just not, in my opinion. Now, if I find a girl I really like, then fuck yeah. But that being said, Bali is a social circle game place. And also, the more female friends I have, the more girls I can get in my videos. It's like a win-win. It's like, I'm not trying to fuck everyone anymore. And I fucked a lot this last year. But I'm taking a pause on that. So Budapest, on the other hand, my favorite place for dating, personally, that I've ever been to in my life is Hungary. Women there, you'll meet the most beautiful model girl, receptive, hasn't been hit on in a while, low body count, supposedly. I mean, who knows, but like that's what they'll say. Low body count, wants to get in a relationship, got that Western influence and intelligence, and like got that Western vibe, but got the traditional, like the best of both worlds, because it's literally best of both worlds as far as the vibe. Fun to talk to, beautiful, man, just super my type. Has like the benefits of like that Eastern European feel, but still got that Western influence. They want a relationship. They'll call me back in the morning, you know. Whereas Bali, don't expect that. They're getting pulled. There's too many fuckboys in Bali. You guys have no idea how many fuckboys there are in Bali. Bali is saturated, bro. It's got so many cool people. So many cool people, and I love that. But when you're trying to date because of hypergamy and because of just the nature of everyone being pulled in every different direction and like the flakiness of Bali. But anyways, Budapest, Hungary, man. Man, I love dating girls out there. One of my favorite flings that I had was before the channel popped off, and I had to leave. It was the girl, she's in a few of my previous videos about a couple years ago. It was the girl who, yeah, before the channel even popped off, I don't even know why she wanted to date me seriously, but she wanted to, and she tried really hard. But I went home, and I honestly didn't think I would see her again. Like, I just like kind of let go of it and just was so busy, but she was amazing. She was so cool. If the circumstances were right, I'd probably get into a relationship with her. Why not? She was a baddie too. Nice body, bro. Don't get me started. I'm gonna start reminiscing. But I fucking love the Hungarian women I've met, and European women in general. Polish, oh my God, Polish women. Oh my God, don't get me started. Again, really traditional, but at the same time got that Western influence. It's like, blows your mind. But what I say about American women is recently, I think my game has just gotten better because I've been going out. And when I was in Europe, and typically the American sets would be harder. I started running into these North American girls and loving it. They like to shit test a lot, and it's just so fun. Like, I just loved their energy, and I could really, since there was no language barrier, I could really talk to them like way more deep, and I just loved it. It was a lot of fun, and it was a different vibe, but I enjoyed it a lot, and I think I'm just enjoying the game more. So yeah, it is what it is, and that's pretty much it today, boys. Let's see what else we got. Scrolling up, damn, shout out to you guys. Holy shit. Okay, here we go. Yes, bro, it's like Budapest, but every building has that old charm, but looks freshly painted. Are you talking about Prague? Painted on red? Okay, well, I'm gonna check it out this summer. I already got 4 boot camps booked. By the way, boot camps, I do like 3 to 5. I did 300 to 500 approaches per week for 8 weeks, or I would say more like 6, 7 weeks in September, October. So intense, man. So intense. I got 4 booked already, or 4 people booked. I'm doing 2 people per boot camp now. And I'll have an assistant coach, but I'm doing that because it's time to level this shit up. And also, it's actually more fun with more people. Okay, cool, man. Yeah, it's clean streets, same as Budapest. It's like clean, fun clubs, all that stuff. Russian ethnicity women who grow up in North America is awesome, though. Cool personalities, but beautiful looking. True. I met a Russian girl who lived in America for like 15 years today at the beach, and she was my favorite approach today. She was amazing. She's a little bit older, but I'm gonna invite her out to something cool. When was the sunset situation? Oh, that was like a couple weeks ago. Dude, I mean, like, listen, I'm talking to so many girls, I don't ever get hung up on it, but it surprised me that I was like, what the heck? Like, really? But I mean, I almost in a way respect it, where I'm like, hey, well, at least you know what you're looking for. Fuck it. I haven't got, bro, by the way, I haven't got the Kazakh flag yet. I haven't got it yet. Not to be too degenerate. I'm taking a break. I'm a man of God now. I'm not doing these things. I'm slowing down, boys. I'm getting older. I'm slowing down. But I haven't got the Kazakh flag yet. I haven't got it yet, man. And man, Kazakh girls are so cool. Bali is a competitive server with just jacked rich online money dudes. Yeah, pretty much. There's every kind of fuckboy in Bali. There's the athletic fuckboy, the entrepreneur fuckboy, the coach fuckboys, the surfer fuckboys, the club promoter fuckboys, the DJ fuckboys. It's got every flavor of fuckboy in the world. The fat fuckboys, yep. The crypto fuckboys, the fucking spiritual fuckboys. And oh man, the spiritual fuckboys be pulling, bro. My cousin's a spiritual fuckboy. He's the ultimate hippie. Oh, dude, and he's hanging around. He's like 45, hanging around baddies still. It's crazy. He's got a kid and everything already, but the kid's my age. Yeah, when I go to Ubud to visit my cousin, man, talk about, he's got his game, his spiritual hippie game on point. There's all kinds of fuckboys out here. Then you got the player, then you got the straight players, then you got the dating coach fuckboys. Hey, here I am. You've got every flavor. Girls are like, yeah, there's a lot of, you go to the beach, you go anywhere in Bali, it's harder to find someone who looks like he doesn't have game than it is to find someone, it's hard to find someone who looks like he doesn't have game. You look everywhere and you're like, oh, everyone looks like they probably have game out here. I don't see anyone who doesn't look cool or unique or interesting. That's why girls are so receptive too, because they're excited by the environment. A lot of girls are like, oh, I wish these guys would approach me. But that's also why it's so fucking flaky. If you ever game in Bali, you'll learn really fast. Damn, it's flaky. I talked to so many different guys, even like dating coach guys or other guys in the game. They're like, yeah, dude, it's very flaky here. Like you can have a wholesome, amazing interaction in Bali, and it wouldn't be weird for them to not even follow you back. And whereas in Budapest or anywhere else in the world, if you have a really good interaction, it's almost like you take it for granted. Of course they'd follow you back. Of course we'd probably go on a date. Here, what I've learned is like you gotta switch your strategy. I don't invite girls, you find cool events, and as you're talking to them, I did this flawlessly today, and I've been doing it a lot. I find one cool event, I have it in my mind, like, hey, are you like into like entrepreneur event? I'm going to this healing entrepreneur event. My friend's throwing. It's really unique. It starts at 10 a.m. on Saturday. You should totally come. And now the close becomes way more powerful. They're like, I invited every girl. I invited the girl at the end. She thought I was going to invite her to a date. I could kind of see her face go like, because she only has a month here. She probably doesn't want to go on a date because she's expecting it because every guy's inviting her on a date. But instead, I invite her out to this entrepreneur event. And I invited like 5 different girls as well. So it's like, hey. But it's yeah, and then she's pleasantly surprised. She was like, oh, cool. It's like this, man. This is the best analogy I can give. A lot of my Bali videos have hit the algorithm. And a lot of guys find me when they're coming to Bali, because when they're going to Bali, my video gets recommended. I've gotten about 20 to 30 DMs in total over the course of the last 6 months saying, hey bro, you want to grab coffee and approach with me? I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I fucking appreciate you guys. Like, fuck yeah, my subscriber, my supporter. If you see me on the beach, I'll talk with you. I hung out with one of my subscribers for like 10, 20 minutes and approached with him today. I love the game. But for me to take time out of my day to go with a random stranger and grab coffee and then approach, I've done it before and it's actually led to amazing connections, and I'll do it if I have time. But because it's happening so often where I get DM'd, immediately I usually don't, sometimes I don't respond. Not always, I usually respond, but it's hard. It's a hard situation where I want to connect with everyone, but I can't. My time is limited. I got video shoots to do. I'm trying to hire somebody right now. I got shit going on. I have my main wingman. I got priorities. So whenever a guy finds someone who's socially calibrated wants to connect with me, do you know what they do? They invite me to something cool. And now I just go to that and I can connect with them in a deeper way. And then when we become friends, it's like, hey, do you want to approach together? Yeah, sure, of course, I would love to. That's what this guy, Brett, I met him at so he met my boot camp student and he wanted to connect with me. He messaged me and then he said, let's connect. And then he invited me to his entrepreneurs event. I was like, oh, cool. He invited me, now he's giving value to my life. That's just a little pro tip if you want to connect with somebody who's busy. But the same thing can be applied to a really hot girl who you can tell isn't fully hooked on you yet. She's still interested, but she's not like fully, she's not gonna commit her entire day, especially if she's on vacation. Find something cool and invite her there. And then invite like 20 other baddies and all your friends. And then you're the fucking man. So we'll see how this Saturday goes. It's a lot of work, by the way, this social circle shit. It's like a lot of like managing contacts and inviting. It's a lot of work and a lot of flake. It's a lot of fucking work. But when you pull it off, and I've pulled it off a few times in Bali, it's so much fun. And good for content too. I need to start recording these things. That's my goal. That's why I'm trying to hire someone. So I'm trying to get a cameraman so we can start getting B-roll of these cool ass fucking things. And, oh man, you guys got me here for a long time, bro. God damn, it's been 41 minutes. Let's go through everything. Sunset dates sound fun. Was this recent? Makes you have to work harder. Higher level environment makes you act higher level. Completely. It either makes or breaks you. You either become bitter or better. That's something Owen Cook used to say. You either become bitter or better. And it's easy to let things get to your head or feel intimidated, but you either become bitter or you become better. Simple as that. Going to Colombia for a week. Any tips? Don't get kidnapped. Learn some Spanish. Google Translate is your best friend. Bro, I'm finally catching the live stream and it's about to end. I'll upload the whole thing immediately right after. It'll automatically upload. It was a fire one. It was a really good one. The first 20 minutes, I told a good story about today. Peace and love, guys. Much love to everyone who joined. I'll see you guys in the next one. I had a lot of fun today. 21 viewers, by the way. 21 viewers. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to God. Shout out to my cat in the background, always meowing, bugging me at night. What's wrong with you, Oliver? I can't feed you now. Anyways, W stream. See you guys later. Peace and love.